Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me pull my mic closer. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. This is the Mitch and Alex Show, sponsored by Bulldog Glass and Property Maintenance. He's Mitch.
Am I?
I'm Alex. And we are the Mitch and Alex Show. It's so good to be back, Mitch.
I thought we were going to open with your new nickname, the Little Tuna.
It's not my new nickname, Chief.
You coined it yesterday.
Well,
TLT.
I'd go into why, but the people don't like the footy.
No, I've been talking to people that've been like, oh, when's the pod coming back? And I make sure to ask each and every one of them, like, do you like the footy talk? And it's kind of 50-50.
Really?
That's right.
That's
Some people go, oh, no, I fucking hate it. And others are like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, there's been a couple people that say if they hear the footy talk, they turn it off.
Yeah, I think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah. You just gotta
The cameraman for All Star, James.
Yeah.
He's like, I love the talk. I love the Roosters talk. So we'll have to talk about the Roosters this year at some point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm.
Maybe when they
A lot of Roosters fans are fans of the pod. Did you say when they don't make the finals?
Yep.
All right. We'll talk about that later, Chief.
Yeah, we will. What a 2 months it's been, Mitch. We haven't done the podcast since the first week of
Has it really been the
January.
First week?
It was the first week of January.
Wow.
Yep.
Should we explain why? It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
It's been a pretty full on few
We've been busy on the road. We've been going all over the place, you know. We're going to talk about it, but we've been in Padstone, Newcastle, Hay, Bendigo,
Cobar,
Cobar.
Barona, and then back at Padstone.
Yeah, so it's been 7 shows in like 35 days, 36 days for us. So we're exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. Box you.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sore, Chief. I'm pretty tired.
Mm.
But it was fun. It was worth it. So I think our last show was 4 days before the Summer Spectacular. So we didn't really even get to run through that. But
Well, let's briefly run through. We won't run through everything.
well, we saw the Padstow debut of Dance and Dave.
And what a moment I was. Box, you was sitting next to me at the special man table. I remember you had tears in your eyes.
I did. I was proud of my friend. And he got the win. He picked up the win
Wow.
against Morgan Rowe.
It was a shock win. It's
was.
almost like Dance and Dave didn't believe that he could win, and he did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What a heartfelt story.
What else was on that show, Box? I don't even remember. It's been a long time.
Was it Jack Dullahan and J Law 3?
Yes, that did happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Starr and Keegan Brettle.
It was a banger match.
Orlando Jordan and Aries.
Yes, I remember that.
What else was on that show? I'm not sure what was on that show.
Oh, you're forgetting the biggest part of it. The Puppeteer won the Eastern States title, Box. Then it was rudely taken away from him.
By referee Jeremy.
Yep.
What a dick.
But look, to be fair, in referee Jeremy's defense,
He was just following the
He was
Padstow
just-
rulebook.
he was just following the rules. He was following the rules.
And then 2 weeks later we had Newcastle. What was it?
That was your debut at an all-star show inside a club Box.
It was myself and said friend Dance and Dave.
The Dancing Boxers.
The Dancing Boxers. We faced B-Boy and Caesar in
That's
a
right.
valiant but losing effort for the tag team title.
It was a good effort, and that was a really good show for, for a smaller show. Like they're not the same. It's not the same size as our Padstow shows, but Keegan and Morgan Rose is incredible. Intergender tag match, which was pretty crazy.
Didn't know you do that. Yeah. Yeah. Eugenie choking out the puppeteer.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
never seen it before in All
we'll
Star.
get to Eugenie in a second.
Yes.
Once we get to Survival of the Fittest. But yeah, Newcastle was a great show. We saw Aries versus Andrew Villalobos.
Yep.
We saw who did Jay Sorbet? Jay Sorbet and Tony Cruz. That was another great match.
It was a really good match for the Eastern States title.
And Keegan and Morgan Rose took it out to the bowling green.
It was the craziest main event that I've ever seen. I've been at every All Star show, Box, and like we've never really we've had matches that went outside. That happened in Sussex Inlet between Aries and Sid Parker a couple years back.
Yeah,
but this one it ended outside. They interrupted like poker players.
Yeah.
They interrupted a birthday party.
Yeah.
And the people at the birthday party loved it.
Yeah.
And then it went onto a field. They were on playground equipment. It was a crazy match in Newcastle.
It was. And
The
Keegan
highlights
Brettle
are on the
picked up
YouTube. Yeah, Keegan did pick up the win.
And then I think it was 10 days later,
Something like
We
that.
got to HQ. We loaded up the van, and off we went to Hay.
Now, do you think the people will be expecting controversy from this tour? The last tour, there was controversy, Box.
There was, and would you say that there was controversy on this tour?
Maybe in Brewarrina. We'll keep the people sticking around for that.
Yeah. So, Hay, what a show it was. Outdoors at the Hay Services Club.
Mhm.
The opening match, I was defeated by Zuzu the Muscle Clown.
You got decimated by Zuzu.
Yeah.
You like what happened,
Look
Box?
at me, Chief.
Yeah, but you're a
I'm
trained
40 kilos soaking wet.
you're a trained wrestler.
So is he.
Yeah, but like you should have easily been able to last a little longer. I was embarrassed for you.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
You did kind of hold your own in the later match, which I guess
did.
we'll
get
talk
to it.
about.
So, match number 2, Morgan Rose defeated the Puppeteer via my assistance because I just couldn't stand seeing those freaks.
And usually you like the puppeteer.
Yeah, I
you
do.
were out of sorts in onto a Box.
Yeah, I don't know what got into me, Chief.
You change at the. I don't know about you. I'm concerned about you. We'll talk about that later.
I love you, big tuna.
Mm.
Yeah, so I went out there and I told the Puppeteer that he shouldn't be doing the teapot. It's ridiculous. It's abhorrent.
But
and I don't like it.
sometimes you like it though.
Well, Hay didn't like it.
Did they?
I don't know.
I remember Hay singing it loud and proud.
Well, I didn't like it. And I gave my buddy Morgan Rose the win. And then we got challenged to a hardcore tag team match. And you.
Hold on, you're missing the very important match in between.
No, I'm getting to it.
All right.
You made the match official for after intermission.
Yeah, I wanted to see you get your
Dirty
ass kicked in a
bastard.
hardcore
I
match.
hate you.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off.
No, look, you were just a weird fella, and I knew once you got on the van that you're gonna be a problem. So just easy to put you in a hardcore match on the first night and
Take me out.
hope Zuzu or Pups take you out.
Yeah. And then B-Boy and Tony Cruz for the Eastern States title.
It was a great match there. B-Boy came so close to winning, and Tony Cruz just again cheated his way to victory.
He did. Intermission.
And we'll talk about Tony Cruz. Well, he's just you gotta hate the guy. He wouldn't even travel in the van with us, Tony Cruz. He's just complaining about everything. He
wanted his own room.
Yeah, he's the tour. He's the bad guy on tour, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone else kind of accepted it for what it was, but not Tony Cruz.
He wanted his own king size bed in his room.
But hey, you can't argue. He successfully retained that title all throughout January and February now as well.
That is true.
But in the main event of that show, in Hay, you want to talk about the hardcore match, I assume.
Yeah.
I saw you get a guitar smashed over your head.
String side down too.
Jeez. Who hit you with that?
The Puppeteer. 30 green-haired bastard.
You deserved it though. You were being rude that day.
And then Morgan Rose inadvertently hit me with a trash can lid over the head.
Yep.
And then the Puppeteer hit the teapot on me with a trash can over my head. Can you believe this?
Well, you were being a jerk. You went out there and you said to all the Hay people that you're from the big city, which is funny because you're like from Bankstown. Bankstown's not the big city, Chief. You were lying to those people.
Oh, Chief, they all look like South supporters.
Wow. I think that's an insult to Hay, to be honest. South supporters are way worse.
Wow.
Yeah. I liked Hay.
I didn't.
Yeah,
You're
well.
burnt in Hay. Look at you. You're peeling.
Yeah, I'm peeling, but I liked Hay. They were great people, and yeah, you got your ass kicked in a hardcore match. That was funny.
Anyway, the main event.
Keegan Brettle defeated John Whelan. That match got a bit crazy too. Like,
wasn't there a table involved?
There's a table, bin to the head.
Yeah,
it was pretty cooked. Wait, before we go into the next segment, we got some comments here, Box.
Yeah, there's just a few people saying.
Let's say hello.
We've got Joel Southgate in there. How are you, Joel Southgate? Josh, how are you? Mr. Hardy Productions, how are you, Chief? Too Sweet Matty Chew. Simon Carey, also a certain bird running his mouth. Oh.
Hold on, there's a question.
Where? It's about the Padstow rulebook.
There's no Padstow rule book.
Yeah. Kobe Brown says he's Mitch, you're Alex. That is true. Bendigo.
I see a mention of a bird as well.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bendigo. What a show that was. Hot crowd.
Our debut interstate.
It was. And who was in the opening match?
Hmm?
Alex Box was. I was defeated by B-Boy.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. Valiant effort, though. You've got to admit.
It was a good effort. You lasted quite a while in there with B-Boy, and
Some would say too long.
yeah, maybe too long, but near the end when both of you guys were desperately fighting for victory, that got the crowd on their feet. So
You even told me it impressed you.
yes, I was very impressed.
B-Boy got the win via the stinger. Man, that thing hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're skipping vital stories that the people would want to know.
Oh, like in between?
Yeah.
What have we
Like
got?
what happened in between? What did we do in Hay?
There was Keegan and the Puppeteer going to the gym at like 11 p.m. taking photos with the bar star.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
There was the truck stop stories. Keegan going into a truck stop and having like some old man tell him that I don't know, there was something about, and Keegan got super emotional because he's like, I'm never going to see this guy again.
I do remember that story. Like, what was the go with that?
I can't remember. We'll have to get Keegan on here to tell it one day.
Oh, Keegan's not coming on here.
Oh.
He's all wound up, I'm sure, after tour.
Yeah.
We'll wait a few months. We'll bring him in.
Yeah. We'll do a tour. We'll do a tour episode and get everyone from tour on. Speaking of tour, the Mr. Drunk Monkey.
Oh yeah, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah.
If you've got any tour stories,
Give us your favorite.
Yeah, give us your favorite. What else happened in Hay?
Hay was kind of like, it was a chill spot for us, and we spent the majority of our time there.
Yeah, that's right. Because we got there the day before the show and left after the Bendigo show. We stayed there the night of Bendigo.
Yeah, we stayed there after the Bendigo show as kind of like a halfway point.
Mr. Drunk Monkey says, "Hello, Greg."
Don't understand the reference.
Neither do I. Who's Greg?
But yeah, like Hay was the best thing I could say about Hay is that the people were all really lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Cafes were nice, had a good coffee.
the venue fed us.
The venue was just giving us heaps of free stuff.
Yeah, they were amazing.
Got a free sweat towel.
Like these communities, they're so happy to get a wrestling show,
Yeah.
or anything, I guess. But like when a wrestling show's there, they really come out and support it. Hay did at least.
I remember I was in Foodworks, a little supermarket in Hay, and the person in front of me was talking to the cashier saying, "Man, I can't wait to get out of here. I don't want to spend the rest of my life here." And it made me laugh because I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind living in a town like this. Like, it is very secluded.
Maybe a little bit bigger for me.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to live a nice little lifestyle, that would be the place to go, I think.
Shay says the Puppeteer was making prank calls. I don't remember that.
And neither do I.
Oh, well.
Did you go in the truck for a little bit?
Maybe.
Anyway, let's talk about Bendigo. We
Yeah.
had Zuzu and Morgan Rose in match 2.
Who picked up the win in that one?
Morgan Rose, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And I believe he used underhanded tactics.
That's my guy. Morgan Rose. What a fella.
You confusing me, Box. You were so nice on Saturday. On tour, you're a little jerk.
Yeah.
Newcastle, you're happy and nice. It's like you get to these regional areas and a switch flips.
Yeah, I don't like it. There's something in the air. I was getting sick from all the dust and
Well,
dirt.
there you go, podcast fans. Keep Alex Box away from your regional towns
Well,
because
you announced earlier that I'll be in Coonabarabran and Yass and Walgett, whatever it is.
it's where All Star Committee is sending you, Chief.
Yeah,
Got to get your reps in somewhere.
that's true.
Can't just wrestle 6 matches a year and expect to get better.
That's true.
Comment?
Well, 6 matches overall.
Wow, shots fired. Box.
Match 3. I believe it was. Shit, I can't remember. Was it Tony Cruz and Jahari?
Yeah, Jahari, a Melbourne wrestler.
Yeah.
a newer guy, but he really put Tony Cruz kind of to the sword a little bit. Like he had Cruz beat a few times.
There was talk that was match of the tour from a couple
Nah.
people.
Match of the tour was on this show. We'll talk about it afterwards, but it was a good match.
I think Bendigo was the show of the tour for sure.
Yeah, certainly was. Yeah.
And then we had, was it Elaine Hope and Erica Reed? Is that next?
Yeah, that was on after the intermission, and Elaine Hope, another young women's wrestler, coming through the ranks, and she's very impressive, but she could not get the better of Erica Reed, who she's been, I guess you call her a veteran. She's still, I think she's under 30.
Yeah, she's still in the prime.
She's been around a long time, so no shame in losing to a talent like Erica Reed, you know.
And then the semi-main event. This is the match you're.
This is my match of the tour. It was Keegan Brettle versus Sid Parker.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, Box. I guess you wouldn't have seen it, right?
No, I didn't.
So they started out just having your typical wrestling match, and then it went out to the floor.
Yeah.
And there was brawling. They went to the bar. It was pretty crazy. I really enjoyed it. It was, people were saying, like, not the fans there, but the people who know our Padstow shows. They're saying it was kind of like a Padstow-esque main event, like where they go into the crowd and there's all sorts of shenanigans. That's kind of what the people of Bendigo got, and they were hot for it.
Yeah,
they loved it. Hot crowd throughout, by the way.
Yeah,
like we absolutely smashed the show in Bendigo.
Yeah, that was a capacity crowd.
Capacity, yeah. Smaller room, so it's not like we filled 400 or 500 seats, but
about 150, 200, wasn't it?
Oh, it was packed.
Yeah,
I didn't get the official numbers because they just,
that's what it looked like to me.
They're paying us to put on the show, so like I don't have the numbers, but the venue was happy with what they drew, and it was great.
And the crowd was happy with the show.
Oh, they were ecstatic.
Except me, I lost to B-Boy. But
well, look, you got to make your interstate debut. You haven't even had 15 matches yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Power of All-Star.
The main event, Orlando Jordan made an appearance
and took on the Puppeteer.
What a match! I didn't see it, but like just on paper, what a match!
It was the craziest man in Australian wrestling in the Puppeteer, and Orlando Jordan, the 20-year veteran, former WWE superstar, and
All-Star champion.
That's right. Yeah, they had a pretty crazy match, and Puppet almost beat him.
Wow!
I will say that he almost beat him. But Orlando, as we've seen him do typically, and we'll talk about it, I guess, soon, but he cheated his way to victory. Yeah. You would have liked to have seen the Puppeteer as champion.
No.
Oh.
But
you don't like Orlando either.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, we'll get into it, but he versed Brian Kendrick over the weekend.
We'll talk about it. About
it. So Kobar was next.
Well, we got some more questions, do we? Or we're gonna let it build up.
Vicky Pollock says Pops wants to save up and come on tour next year. That'd be interesting.
It might be a tour at the end of the year. We'll talk about it.
You need one of your sound effects.
Which one?
I don't know which one.
The dolphin?
The dolphin.
Can you do that one for me?
No, I can't.
Give it a go.
No.
Scared.
No. Kobar. What did we have in Kobar? The opener, John Whelan and the Puppeteer.
Well, we got to talk about the trip to Kobar first, because we finished in Bendigo.
And we went to Hay.
Then we went to Hay and we slept for like 4 hours because we had to make the next town.
Yeah. That was rough.
So it's a lot of promotions here in Sydney. They'll run like once every 6 weeks or once every month. So there's no real travel in between shows. We had to do Bendigo, do a 4-hour drive back to Hay, which is where we were staying, sleep for a few hours, have a shower, and then go to the next town.
Yeah.
Everyone was exhausted.
I slept on pretty much the whole ride there, I think.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
I was up. We stopped in Burke.
That's right. That's when I woke up.
Yeah. Yeah. Burke was nice.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, it looked nice. Like.
Is that when we stopped to get petrol?
Yeah. We stopped many places for petrol, but like people say, oh, Burke shit, but I liked Burke a lot for the 15 minutes we were there. At least, it was nice.
Well, maybe I was asleep in Burke.
No, I feel like you're awake in Burke.
There was a very secluded petrol station that we went to
on the way to Kobar.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe Burke was after
Yeah, Burke might have been after.
on the way to Brewarrina.
Yes,
Yes.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So maybe you did sleep all the way to Cobar. Lucky you.
I slept except for that petrol station stop. I do remember that.
And people was we did like a live Mitch and Alex show for the people in the van.
We did.
Wasn't very good though.
No.
It was not like this. It was not high quality.
So the Cobar show.
Mm.
Our hotel had a pool.
Yes, it did.
We didn't use it, but it had a pool. That was pretty cool.
Motel.
No, same shit.
Nah, hotels are usually fancier, box.
Oh, it was a pretty nice.
There's no hotels in Cobar though.
It was nice.
It was nice. We took a photo at the Cobar sign.
We did. We also had, what did we have? So yes, the Cobar show, the opening match, John Whelan versus Puppeteer. What an entrance for John Whelan too. Ran out with the ref.
I do remember that. I remember I said, ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes, wrestling. And then
They both ran out.
referee Rap,
Yep.
who somehow has a referee's license now,
Yep.
and John Whelan running behind him. And it's like, what?
You're like, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that there has been a abrupt start to the show.
Yeah, they just couldn't wait.
In the ring at this time, John Whelan, and then the Puppeteer made his.
It's what I
10-minute
it's
entrance.
what I do, box. I can cover for anything. Speaking of entrances, the Puppeteer. We didn't mention this
Oh
in Hay.
yes, is this Hay?
The longest entrance known to man. If you love the Puppeteer,
It
you would
would
have loved
been-
this entrance.
It would have been Undertaker-esque, but high
No.
energy.
Oh no, Undertaker is quicker to the ring.
Oh really?
Yes.
Wow.
The man it was at least a 5-minute entrance.
How many times did you have to play this song?
Twice. Throughout each time. It's like a 4-minute song. So it was close to 10 minutes.
Only Pup.
He's like, everybody needs to high five the puppet. But yeah, in Cobar, he did pick up a win in the opening contest against John Whelan. Kiss stealing John Whelan.
Kiss stealing. Yep. Did he steal any kisses on tour?
Don't know. Have to ask him.
I will ask him. Match 2 was Zuzu and Morgan Rose in a rematch with Zuzu picking up the win, I believe.
Yeah.
Match 3, Alex Box versus B-Boy. Who got the win in that one, Mitch? Why don't you tell the people?
Alex Box picked up his first win.
That is correct.
And you cheated to do it, I believe.
Oh, you got to do what you got to do sometime.
I know you to be a nice fella.
I am a nice fella, but sometimes you just got to.
You're just so desperate for a win that you had to cheat.
Yeah.
It's
Man, the kids
depressing.
in Cobar were little brats.
Were they?
Yeah, they were trying to hit me. We'll get into that later, but they were just talking a lot of shit.
Well, good. You destroyed the potential win for a B wrestler.
Yeah. Rip that little stinger off.
You're changing, Box. You're changing.
And then we had intermission. And then we went into an Eastern States title match between Tony Cruz defending against Keegan Brettle.
There's a rematch from Padstow in
September?
was it September?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. So a rematch between these guys. I guess they have unfinished business, and Cruz lost, but it was via disqualification.
Why don't you tell them who interfered?
Don't remember.
It was Morgan Rose and myself.
Then why'd you do that, Box?
Oh, look. I told you the people of Cobar were a bit.
I think Morgan Rose is influencing you in a negative way.
Look, me, Tony Cruz, and Morgan Rose had a chat, and we cut a little deal.
And surely you're not friends with Tony Cruz. That man's friends with nobody.
Oh, look, I wouldn't say I'm friends with him, but I respect the man.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
And let's just say I made a little bit of money.
Did you?
I may have.
Well, good for you.
I may have. We cut a little deal.
Because you weren't selling any merch in Cobar.
No,
Tell you that much.
no, I wasn't. But then those circus freaks, Zuzu and the Puppeteer, came out to make the save.
hmm
We got into a little brouhaha.
And you lost that match, Box.
Yeah, I did.
So you won and lost on a show.
Yeah, so we had a little brawl in the bar. I had Keegan spit beer in my face.
There's some clips of that going around. I've seen clips of that.
I had the Puppeteer drag me through the beer like I was a mop.
Yeah.
What else was there?
How was that getting dragged through beer?
Not pleasant.
No, I can imagine.
Yeah, yeah. Someone on tour brought their own portable washing machine, which was handy.
Really, a
yeah.
portable washer.
Yeah, it was really cool.
All right.
So I got to wash my gear. Yeah, and then I had my ass kicked by Keegan Brettle, my trainer.
Good.
Yeah, I deserved it.
Cobar was we returned there, and it was weird. There was a guy. He must either watch this pod or follow All Star a lot. But he comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, Mitch, is Chris Masters here tonight?" And I'm like, "Who's this guy? He's from Cobar."
How the hell does he know your name?
Well, he knew me. He remembered B-Boy and Keegan because Keegan was there last time.
Keegan and B-Boy have wrestled the most matches in Cobar history.
That's right. But no, this guy, like, shout out to him if he does watch the pod. He somehow knew me on a first name basis, and I've been
known me if you watched the pod. Then
maybe he did. He knew Pups as well.
oh,
He's like, I can't wait to see the puppeteer.
oh, what a wacko!
No, he's not a wacko. He's like, I think he's following us from Cobar, which is mad.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, like he must maybe watch on YouTube, hoping we come back. Then we come back.
Shout out to you, random fella.
Yeah, he's a nice guy too. He asked me who my favorite wrestler was. We had a nice little chat.
What was your answer? Did you say the puppeteer?
No, my favorite wrestler of all time.
Ah,
That of
Ric
course
Flair.
it's you, Alex Box.
all right.
Mm.
Yep. Nah. And then Brewarrina.
So we did the 2-hour drive, and that's where we stopped in Burke.
Yeah.
Which I put Burke over. People say no good. I liked it. Box comment.
Burke?
Burke.
I don't remember.
All right.
Is this where we stopped at Macca's?
No, there's no Macca's in Burke.
Where did we stop? We stopped somewhere for Macca's on the way to Brewarrina, I think.
Tour. You know, I don't think I've had Macca's since. I'll never have Macca's again.
Yeah, we had a lot of Macca's because it's the only thing open on those drives.
For those who don't know, when you're on one of these tours, the only real place to get a feed, especially late at night, is Macca's.
For a servo.
Yeah.
But even then,
You don't want to trust a servo, though.
no.
Although, trusting Macca's isn't very good either.
Yeah. That's true.
So, talk about the trip to Brewarrina, Box.
To be honest with you, I don't really remember it because I think I was asleep for a lot of that too.
I remember it well. There was a 2-hour trip or 2.5 hours from Cobar to Brewarrina. And like your phone reception cuts out like pretty much as soon as you leave Cobar.
Yeah.
And there was controversy, Box.
There was. We almost didn't find the ring, isn't that right?
Yeah, so no phone reception. We get to the town. There's no phone reception unless you're a Telstra customer.
Yeah.
Nobody on the tour.
Was a Telstra customer.
No. Except Tony Cruz,
Mm.
who wouldn't share his phone with anyone.
Mm.
So some of the guys as well on this tour, they were Vodafone customers, and Vodafone doesn't reach Cobar.
Yeah.
So they were out of phone for 2 days. But I'm an Optus customer,
As
so
am I,
I was okay until we hit Brewarrina.
Yeah.
But there was nothing, and it was terrible.
It was terrible.
So the ring truck was behind us. We're worried if they're lost. We're worried if the ring was ever actually going to turn up.
Luckily, it did.
It did. Yep.
Got the ring set up, put on the show.
Put on the show, and it was really well attended, Box. It's a town of like 1,100 people.
Yeah.
And I'd say we had maybe 150 to 200 at the highest point.
Yeah.
Like, what's that? 20% of the town?
About that, yeah.
Imagine you could get 20% of the town to like 20% of Bankstown to be at the iconic Padstow RSL.
That's nuts.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be. What did that be roughly? Do you reckon?
What's the population of Bankstown?
I don't know, Chief.
Let's go Sydney. Sydney's population of 4 million, is it?
Something like that.
So what's 20% of that would be what, 800,000?
Mm.
Am I right there? I was never a maths guy.
Sorry, what did you say?
800,000.
800,000 of 4 million.
That sounds right. Yeah. 20% of 4 million.
Yeah.
So 800,000 people.
Wow.
That's what we did the equivalent of that in Brewarrina.
Yeah, wow.
It makes me feel very good.
We didn't have 800,000 people in Brewarrina,
But if we had
but you had
done
20% of the town.
yeah. But it was nice, like apart from the phone thing, it was nice to visit like a predominantly indigenous community that had never seen wrestling before.
Yeah, like you saw a lot of the kids there, and it was like we're all superheroes,
Yeah. Yeah. They
especially El Hombre del Football.
yeah, I don't know where that guy came from.
Yeah, he must have been from Brewarrina.
Yeah.
That was pretty
We
cool.
picked up a local Brewarrina wrestler
Yeah.
and he lost to B-Boy in the opener. But no, it was really nice to go out to a community like that.
Yeah.
And, there's not much there. It was just like a little strip, a little country town. And we get to do it again soon, which I guess we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
But it's just a great place to go and visit. Give us your favorite Brewarrina memory box.
Whoa, leaving?
Wow. You didn't like it?
No,
I liked it.
not at all.
I wouldn't live in a place like that, but it was nice to go.
Oh, that and Keegan gave me a protein bar. That was nice.
Or even after you smashed him.
Yeah.
It's a weird business we're in, like.
Oh, look, we had a talk and we are like, look, it wasn't anything personal. It was strictly business. I still love you. You're my trainer. And then he gave me a protein bar.
Wow.
Gave me a little cuddle. We're all good.
I don't trust you, Box. I don't trust you. Do we have any more comments, Box?
Cameraman Shay says, cool being back in Cobar. Made sure to say hello to everyone. Vicky Pollock says she'll drive the ring truck.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We're always looking for truck drivers.
Joel Southgate says, do a tour of Western New South Wales like Bathurst, Cowra, and Blaney.
Never heard of Blaney. Where's Blaney? I'm asking the wrong person, Box.
Yeah,
You're not very cultured.
No.
We'll go anywhere where someone wants to book us. Like,
Everyone's got a price for the $1 million man. Yeah.
yeah, like there's a price for everyone. Like, we'll go to Darwin if you want. You just got to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That'd be cool. Imagine we did like one show in every state. Like imagine that.
Yeah, I feel like it'll happen, Box. One day.
One day.
What do we got here?
Mr. Hardy Production says, tell your funny story from the drive.
What's our funny story from the drive?
I don't know.
There's a few that we can't tell.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. We saw some cool goats. That was fun.
Was it though?
No.
I think it was fun because we'd been driving this road,
And we're like,
this highway
goats.
for 2 hours, and it's like, oh, we finally see something different, some goats.
Yeah.
It was not fun, but
Do you have any funny stories?
not that I can tell.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't tell the stories. What happens on tour stays on tour, Box.
Yeah.
But some people are really cut out for tour, and some people aren't. Every time we do a tour, it's like there's always someone that cracks, and then there's people who kind of almost crack, and then there's people that enjoy it and get through it with ease. I'm one of those people. I'm just like, I'm doing this tour, I got to get through it.
What vibe did I give off?
You're in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, you were dealing with it well. You hit up the back next to an unnamed wrestler.
Yeah.
So you avoided any ribbing.
Yeah.
Or anything really.
I also stuck to Morgan Rose a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smart move. The
Yeah.
former tag team champion.
Blaney is in between Bathurst and Cowra.
Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, we would go there. We'd go anywhere. Like literally anywhere. Like if someone from Perth is watching and they want to bring All Star, we will go.
I'm not going to display the comment, but the Mr. Drunk Monkey said we had no unnamed wrestlers on tour.
No, there was no unnamed wrestlers on tour.
Yeah.
The people can read the comment box.
Yeah, I know. But if I put it up, it's
Yeah, then we got to talk about it. That's
We
right.
gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. You want to go into that?
Yeah.
All right.
I guess so.
I was going to segue our regional tour into our upcoming regional events, but let's go.
No, go for that.
No. You're barbecue chief. I
I'm
just work
going
for
in
you.
chronological order.
All right, go
Okay.
chronological. You're excited.
I am. Survival of the fittest. What a show. Saturday night.
Yes.
We rock up bright and early, set up the ring. Should we go through the day in chronological order?
Was it a different day than normal?
No, but there was the special guest.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, tell your Kendrick story,
Oh,
Chief.
so
This is in the morning, right?
Yeah, so we get there at what 10 a.m. We're setting up the ring. We set up the ring, do a little training session, and then I was like, I'm hungry, and myself and Jeremy, we're like, let's go get a feed.
Referee Jeremy.
We went up to the local Manush store. We got ourselves a Lebanese pizza. And then you said, hey, Brian Kendrick needs to be picked up from the airport.
I wonder if it's the same store where Jimmy Zero got me that.
Nah, it's not. No.
That weird kebab.
No, that's on the main strip.
All right. You know my town better than I do.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Respect.
So me and referee Jeremy, we go and pick up our Manush, and then we go and pick up Mr. Brian Kendrick.
Yep.
We meet him at the airport. He says, hey, I'm Brian. We introduce ourselves. We're just having a lovely chat. And then he rocks up and we do the seminar. We do a seminar with Brian Kendrick, us trainees, and a few other people that signed up. And
There was a well-attended seminar.
Was the master seminar?
Master seminar had 6, and I think Brian had 10 or 11.
I thought it was 12.
Oh, well, you were there, so call it 12.
I probably didn't count, but that was my rough.
Yeah, all right. 12 people, and there's only 15 spots, so
Yeah.
that's really good. It always bothers me if we go off topic for a little bit, because we got 2 hours to kill box, and we're 38 minutes in.
Oh no!
So
Oh, burnt through so much.
you burned through so much time.
We're gonna have to get controversial.
Here's what bothers me. So we brought Brian Kendrick in. This is a guy that's legitimately working with the WWE in some capacity still. I don't know what capacity that is, but he's working there. He trained Ronda Rousey, who I don't know if you rate her as a wrestler, box. But I certainly do. I haven't seen that much of her, but from what I saw, like, she's pretty good, in my opinion. But like, there was our trainees and like a few other trainees from other wrestling schools. I feel like a Brian Kendrick seminar should sell out 2, 3, 4 times over.
Yeah, like Brian Kendrick, not only is he in the spot he's in now, but he was trained by the likes of Shawn Michaels.
And he had like a
William
10-year run in WWE.
Yeah, he was a champion, multi-time champion in TNA as well. He but yeah, like he trained under the likes of William Regal and Shawn Michaels.
But there's
all these names that are some of the greatest in-ring performers ever.
Yeah, and then you've got like people trying to recruit people to come do their training when they've had under 30 matches.
Yeah.
You know, like Kendrick's had thousands of matches, and it's like, oh no, I think I'll give that a miss. But you know, random wrestler A who has had 27 matches over 5 years. Oh, I'm definitely going to attend that one.
Yeah, I don't know. But going through the day.
Yeah.
So Kendrick, we do the seminar, and of course, he's already met me. He doesn't know any of the other trainees.
Mhm.
So he goes, Alex, come help me demonstrate. So I'm sitting there having a wrestle with Brian Kendrick.
That's cool.
That was really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I got to body slam Brian Kendrick.
Under 15 matches, and the man has slammed Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, exactly.
The power of All-Star Box.
Right. Anyway, so we finished up the seminar and we did a Q&A, and then Brian had to do the meet and greet, of course.
We met a whole heap of really great fans.
Yeah. So I was helping Brian out with the meet and greet as well. And during that, we had a conversation about Australian snacks, because he had only been here once or twice before and not for very long, so we hadn't really gotten to try the food.
Yeah.
He said he had a meat pie though, which was cool.
Yeah, he kept putting the meat pie over to me and saying like,
oh, I should have bought him one of those.
Nah, he's not taking that. Oh, he could have eaten it.
No, just eating it there.
Yeah. He was putting the meat pie over huge. He's saying, you know, it's great. And he said he was in Wales recently, like three weeks before that show.
Yeah.
And he's like, they eat pies cold there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my response. And I go, well, how was it? He's like, it would have been a lot better warm.
Wow, that is disgusting.
Yeah,
Wales, I'm disappointed.
he said it wasn't great.
If any of our fans are from Wales, you need to
Warm up your pies, Chief. It's
just
disgraceful.
stick them in the microwave, man. Come on.
Yeah.
In the oven.
Nah, microwave's the way to go.
Yeah, quicker. Anyway,
tell your story, boss.
so I went and spent a ridiculously large amount of money.
How much? Tell the people.
Oh, I spent about $60-70 on snacks for Brian Kendrick.
Jeez.
Which he offered to reimburse me for, but I said no.
There's a guest box. Oh no. Don't hurt Box.
Box, il est OK. Il a essayé dur.
Yep.
Pups, remember, you're a nice fella. Ladies and gentlemen, the puppeteer.
Moi, je suis pas content. Moi, je suis pas content.
Do you translate, Box? Box, please get.
The petit monsieur is not happy. He's not happy. Petit monsieur at home is very, very, very cross.
He's not even here. He must be that. What's happened?
I know the petit monsieur not happy with Tony.
Tony.
He's not happy with Tony.
Well, no, I understand that. You've had your run-ins with Tony.
Tony, I say I'm going to eliminate Tony Cruz.
And you did that.
And then Tony eliminated. He come back. He eliminate Puppeteer. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I not say anything. I not complain to referee. I just think, of course, Tony. Of course, Tony do this. Of course, Tony do this.
Tony, yeah, he's been causing some problems. We're going to talk about him soon, Pups. But
I need to
finish.
fight Tony.
You need to fight Tony.
I need to fight Tony.
Well, it was unfair that he eliminated you because technically, Box, and you'll agree with this, he wasn't part of the match.
No, he was already eliminated.
So, yeah, so there's a mistake made by referee Jeremy, I guess.
Belt or no belt, I need to fight Tony.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Puppeteer's made a statement. Box comment. We were having a nice little chat and he's gone.
I didn't even know that was happening. Did you know he was going to be here?
No. He knows where we do the podcast.
He does.
He trains here, but where did he randomly? He's got his face paint on at all. He's just rocked up, and he's off.
What a cook do you know?
He's walking down the street. But look, he wants to fight Tony Cruz. We'll go back to the Brian Kendrick story, I guess.
Yeah.
The reason why the Pups is upset, I guess it's the people know the story, Box, and it wasn't fair.
It all goes back to Summer Spectacular.
Well, it goes back to Summer Spectacular where Pups, in my opinion, he won the belt.
Yeah, so let's just explain to the people quickly, and then we'll get back into where we were.
yeah.
So, Summer Spectacular.
Please, no more podcast interruptions. My heart is beating.
Yeah.
Hold me, Box. I'm scared. There we go. Was not expecting him.
So, yeah, we had Tony Cruz grab the Eastern States title.
And try to use it against Pups.
However, the puppeteer grabbed the belt and used it against Cruz while the referee didn't. Well, he wasn't watching.
Yes. So the referee was distracted over at the table with us, and I'm saying, go, turn around. Referee Bettini races into the ring. 1, 2, 3. Puppeteer had won the belt.
Yeah.
Or so we thought.
And then referee Jeremy.
Yeah.
He came out and informed Bettini that the puppeteer cheated to win. And they had to reverse the decision.
And look, technically true, but
Cruz would have done the same thing. Would referee Jeremy have come out if Tony Cruz had cheated?
who knows?
Just the way the cookie crumbles.
Orlando cheated last Saturday night, and
Orlando
referee,
cheated. He's cheated in his last couple.
and referee Jeremy was nowhere to be seen. So I don't know. Sometimes the referees aren't always by the monitor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give referee Jeremy benefit of the doubt. He is a nice guy and, trained here at the All-Stars school. But, yeah, Puppeteer was unfairly, treated in that match.
Yeah. And then I caught up with the puppeteer and the puppet.
I remember. Yeah.
And he said that he vowed that he was going to eliminate Tony Cruz from the Rumble, and he did just that.
Mm.
And then just a few minutes later, Tony Cruz came out and eliminated the puppeteer.
And that wasn't fair.
No, it wasn't. Like there are no rules to speculate that.
Well, no, surely an eliminated wrestler can't eliminate a wrestler.
Well, it's a no disqualification match.
Yeah, but surely if he just throws him over the top rope, it doesn't count.
The referees.
It'd be like if a wrestler came out during the heavyweight title bout and just pinned Orlando.
Yeah.
That wouldn't count. So the referees have obviously made some kind of mistake.
I don't know, Chief.
It has been brought up, in the aftermath, but not in that kind of way. And I've never seen pups like that before. Please continue with your Kendrick story, though.
Sorry, yeah.
He's gone. He's like Batman. He just disappeared.
I wonder if you got in the puppet mobile.
Maybe. Don't let him hear you talking shit.
Has he got what's Batman's sidekick's name? His butler or whatever?
Huh?
What's Batman's butler's name?
Oh, it's not his butler. It's his sidekick.
Oh, what?
It's Robin.
No, not Robin. He's got a butler
I don't know.
at the Batcave. Aries is in the chat. He'll know. So yeah, so I went and spent like $70 on snacks for Brian Kendrick, and we just got to talking, and we were just talking pretty much all night. I got to pick his brain and get some advice off him, and I guess you could say we've become friends.
Yes, we did announce that we would be revealing who your new best friend is.
And it's Brian Kendrick.
In the strangest turn of events ever,
Alfred, thank you.
Box and Brian Kendrick are now friends.
Yeah, like I've got his contact details, and I've been speaking to him. He said he loves pizza shapes.
Yeah.
He's gonna send me a little care package of US snacks to enjoy. And
this man has had under 15 matches, and he's friends with Brian Kendrick. It's the craziest thing.
What a world we live in.
Interstate debut, friends with former WWE star.
Interrupted by the puppeteer.
You can't forget, successful podcast host.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
True story. So what then happened? What was the opening match? Jesse Daniels the team.
Yeah. Puppeteer was successful, and he was very impressive. Him.
Big.
And Jesse Daniels, he's big.
There we
go. For a second. Record the best win-loss record, but he's a veteran of the scene. He's wrestled Colt Cabana in the past. He was a huge name in Queensland, so he's got a lot of experience.
He definitely does. And the puppeteer picked up the win. A huge win for the puppeteer.
And the crowd, they just adore pups. So I think they'll be very receptive to the message he delivered today.
Yeah. And then match 2. What did we have match 2? Dance and Dave.
He was looking to win the Eastern States title. Had an impressive showing against Morgan Rose, so management decided that Dance and Dave would get a shot here against Cruz. And he came close.
Yeah.
He didn't pick up the win, but he came close. It was an impressive showing.
I didn't tear up this time, but I was impressed.
He was very impressive, Dance and Dave, and he's starting to build a fan base for himself as well in Padstow.
Yeah.
A lot of
Very
people
proud.
were cheering him on to beat Tony, and the people they sure do hate Tony,
They do.
and rightfully so.
Yeah, what a dick.
He's a scumbag.
Don't
Don't tell him I said that though, Box.
You better watch out. He's well connected.
Yeah. So is referee Jeremy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Match 3 was the women's title match.
Women's title match, yes, and it was a brutal affair.
Yeah, falls count anywhere.
So in this match, you had Jasmine, who she's beloved and very talented wrestler, as we all know and have seen. And she took on Eugenie, and for me, this is match of the night, apart from the Rumble.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So Eugenie kept trying to get that rear naked choke in, which she's known for, and she's beaten Jazz with, I think, twice now.
And she also beat the puppeteer with.
Oh, that's right. She did beat the puppeteer with it. Yes. So she choked out a grown man with it.
And you just saw he's a bit of a cooked grown man. So imagine getting him out.
I'm glad he isn't here
Yeah.
for you to say that to his
Yeah,
face.
he'd probably hit me with a teapot like he did in Hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you, puppet.
Well, he's gone, box. He's gone. But no, Eugenie choked out Jasmine in the aisle, I guess you'd say, in
Yeah.
front of a large amount of people.
Sold
And
out Pad Cyrus.
it was sold out. Yeah. And Eugenie, the brand new All-Star Wrestling Women's Champion.
It was a great run for Jasmine. Shout out to Jasmine. Great mother, great wrestler.
Yeah, we always have to put Jasmine over because she requested it.
Yeah. But no longer the women's champion, unfortunately. We still
No.
love you, Jasmine.
I feel like she will one day get it back, though. That's not her
you
last
could
reign.
say that she's the greatest all-star women's champion of all time.
She's the greatest
training?
women's wrestler in All Star.
But yes, Eugenie, the new champion. She's just a badass.
Yeah, she had that one hiccup against Jazz in December, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, she's just ran roughshod over everyone.
Yeah. Big things for Eugenie coming, I think.
Well, that's what she said at the end of her match. She said, all eyes on me, big things to come.
Yeah.
So we will see. But yeah, she's fourth All-Star Wrestling Women's Champion. She joins Shazza McKenzie, Billy Mack, Jasmine Brettle as former champions. Not a bad list.
What a group of four.
Yeah.
Um,
Billy Mack doing some great things in Queensland as well.
Yeah, with Eugenie as well.
Yes. Yeah, they've got some beef up there.
And then we had, what did we have? The six-man tag. J-Law?
Yeah, this is a great match as well.
Yeah, J-Law and the Belief taking on Keegan Brettle, Aries, and Jack Dullahan.
No questions going into this one on whether Aries and Dullahan would get along. And there was a few tense moments,
There was,
but-
they were bickering on the apron.
but nothing really, I think they all did a good job of keeping on the same page.
Unfortunately, though, not enough to pick up the win.
No. Aries was defeated by J-Law.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, there's a little beef shown in the Rumble as well, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
The semi-main event, the All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight title match, Orlando Jordan.
Versus your new best friend,
Yeah.
Brian Kendrick. He came to Australia looking to win that belt, came all the way from Los Angeles.
And all he left with was a bag of Aussie snacks and a 10-month rookie for a friend.
It's not that bad, is it?
No, it's not that bad.
He's got the memories. It was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
Kendrick,
Definitely a worthy opponent.
And I don't think you'd expect anything less from two former WWE superstars.
No. And Kendrick was ready. He hit sliced bread on Orlando, almost beat him.
It's really cool.
Almost beat him. Orlando got that foot on the bottom rope and then eventually rolled Kendrick up.
After a low blow.
Yeah, low blowed him, rolled him up, feet on the ropes. As always.
Sounds like an Alex Box special.
As always, Box, Orlando cheats his way to win.
And then the main event, the 20-man Rumble, number one contendership on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Jack Dullahan.
Well, you're not going to go through every entrant, are you?
No, I'm not.
No.
No.
Dullahan did really well.
He lasted till the final three.
Yeah.
We saw the likes of Alex Box. We saw the likes of Jimmy Zero, Dancing Dave.
I got to put Jimmy Zero over. Very young wrestler, but he lasted more than any other student apart from maybe Pups.
Yeah.
Like-
well, I think did he last? Oh, no, Dullahan would have lasted.
He was in there for a while, and he was
I think Jimmy Zero would have had the second longest run in that Rumble.
perhaps, yeah, like he was doing really well. I don't think he eliminated anyone,
No.
but when it comes to survival, he certainly survived.
Tried to eliminate me, the little bastard.
That's all right. You've talked enough shit about him on the podcast.
Yeah, well, he tried to eliminate me as well. So
Yeah. All's fair in love and war,
yeah,
or the survival of the fittest rumble.
yeah, yeah. It was a great showing from Jimmy. Dancing Dave didn't last too long. Got eliminated by J-Law.
Yep.
But my highlight of the survival of the fittest Rumble was 100% the top rope teapot from the puppeteer.
Yeah, that was a big moment.
That was his entry into the match.
Yeah. He knows how to make an entrance, the puppeteer.
He does. A lot of people know how to make an entrance.
Yes.
Oh, is that what I think that is? Is that for me? Can I? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got another guest.
It really is a super show, like when we bring all the guests in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dancing Dave Waters.
Dancing Dave.
How are you? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. How are you? Is that bottle of vanilla Coke for me? May I have it? Thank you.
Dancing Dave, how'd you feel you went in the Rumble?
My tag team partner, ladies and gentlemen.
Dancing Dave says he was robbed.
J-Law,
Not-
Gore, and they're all going for it.
Not happy with J-Law. Look, you got to go for Dancing Dave. He had the upset over Morgan Rose.
Yeah, look, I tried to go for him, and he spun me around like a piece of shit. I love you. Yeah. However, anyway.
Yeah, you guys should have stuck as a team. You might have lasted longer.
Yeah. Look, I was just looking for my Padstone moment.
Dancing Dave's joining the
He's pulled up
podcast.
a seat, but you can't see him. Hold on.
There he is. No, you can cut me out. No worries.
There you
I'm
go.
just what am I in all of this?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mitch and Dave show.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Bulldog Glasses. Yeah.
The
Oh, sorry,
Alex
the
and Dave
no,
show.
I don't know. Let's go back to Mitch. Sorry. Yeah. So what a Oh, look, we've even got a dance and boxes chant going in there. See that? The people love us dancing, Dave. What's this? Does BK book All Star, or are you the money man?
I'm the booker.
You're the booker.
Yes.
Oh, it's the millennial man.
Hello, millennial
Does
man.
Dance and Dave do the Gangnam Style.
Do Gangnam Style.
What is that?
Should we- Well, no, they can't see him. Show. There we go.
What a guy. He should make a dance move called Padstow Style. I like that.
So do I.
I heard the Padstow shuffle.
The Padstow Shuffle.
Mhm.
I like that.
I feel like we're losing our
Now, audience?
our mojo.
Oh, our mojo.
No,
Maybe.
the people want to hear about the Rumble.
Well, the
box.
people have stuck around. Anyway, should we get to the winner of the Rumble?
It was not you, Dancing
No,
Dave.
it wasn't.
Yeah, he's upset.
Is that a challenge?
Possibly. Well, I'd book the match.
You are the booker.
Well, some people don't think so, but yeah, I am the booker around here. hmm Might have to check with someone else first.
Yeah. Who knows? Anyway.
Is it okay to book this match in my own promotion?
Yeah. And then we had, well, yeah. So the winner of the Rumble was none other than number 11.
Number 11, Big Keegsy B.
Yeah.
Keegan Brettle.
Yep.
Mhm.
And what a moment it was. It came down. Well, the final four. Let's talk about the final four.
Puppeteer somehow made it.
Yeah, the puppeteer before being absolutely
Robbed. Now, he was truly robbed. Dancing Dave was eliminated fairly, but Pups was not. He was eliminated by a man that had already been eliminated. That's why we saw him here earlier.
Oh, that's good shit. Thank you, Dave. Sorry.
That's why we saw Puppeteer earlier. He's a bit annoyed.
Yeah. Rightly so. But then
Dancing Dave is back.
What?
On the way here, I saw Puppeteer walking down the street for some weird reason.
He's leaving. Yeah, he was here.
He was here.
He was
Yeah.
very pissed off. He was kicking the grass. He was.
He
Yeah.
he came in. He interrupted the pod.
He was almost in tears. He was.
Was
emotional.
that anger or sadness or a mix of both?
I think it was a mix of both. I think he wants to get at Tony Cruz. Like he said, the Le Monsieur isn't even here. He's at home. He won't get out of bed. I don't know.
It's a
Gee.
puppet box.
Yeah, you've seen the puppet talk. I've seen the puppet talk. I've interviewed the puppet.
Yeah, but isn't that the puppeteer? Like
don't know.
between you and I.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, so
Big Keegsy B won.
Big Higgsy B1,
The final four was Keegs, Pups,
Dullahan,
Dullahan, and
Williams.
Wes. And Wes was the last to be
Now,
eliminated.
Wes Williams undefeated at Survival of the Fittest.
It's his
right?
event.
This Rumble,
It's
yeah.
his token event.
Like Wes Williams is
Survival of
fittest,
the
I guess.
fittest. Yeah. He won the Eastern States there. Then he beat Otis last year, and he won the Rumble last year.
And he did end up going on to win the All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight title. So
Well, no. So he won the Rumble, then he lost.
that's right.
Yeah.
But he lost.
He lost under controversial measures.
Yeah,
and
the
he was
All-Star booking committee.
He was granted another title match.
Yeah, and then we had him win in arguably match of the year.
Yeah, he won in match of the year. So, look, I think the people, from what I've seen on the social media, the people can't wait to see Keegan in Orlando. And it seems like, in the fans' minds at least, Keegan's the favorite.
Yeah.
So, can he do it April 13th? Gonna have to be there to find out, Box.
April 13th. Wow. It seems like that's so far away, but we've got 5 shows.
We've got
between
5
that,
shows in between.
You
Yeah.
like that segue? That was my segue for you.
It's almost like we're running every week, Box.
Go into it.
Well, what do we got? March 9th, we're in Coonabarabran. And who's going to be there, Box? You are.
I am.
You're not a selling point, though.
Aries, I believe.
Aries, he's a big selling point. If you're a fan of Aries, he'll be in Coonabarabran March 9th, along with Zuzu the Muscle Clown, who we saw debut in the Survival of the Fittest Rumble. The man was breathing fire, Box.
Yep.
And
The newest superstar, Jimmy Zero, I guess.
Jimmy Zero, who lasted a while in that Rumble, he'll be looking to get some vital match time in Coonabarabran, no doubt preparing for Padstow return when that opportunity comes his way.
And then not 7 days later.
7 days later, we're in Yass.
Yep, that'll
the
be
Yass Agricultural Show.
That'll be myself.
You'll be there. Dancing Dave will be there.
Morgan Rose.
Morgan Rose, the former All-Star Wrestling Tag Champion, and the Puppeteer, I believe.
Wow.
Yes.
Looking for momentum heading into possibly a rematch with Tony Cruz.
3 big stars and Alex Box. People of Yass will be very pleased.
Yeah.
8 days later, we're at the Penrith Collecticon.
Yes, we are.
And that'll be all of your favorite All-Star students and teachers.
Yep.
Except Keegan Brettle, who I think he'll be in Japan. Aries will be there. So he must not be in Japan.
No, I think
Keegan's going to Japan with Aries, by the way. That's been announced on social media.
Yeah, it has. I think Keegan's just got prior commitment.
Okay.
Um,
Well, Aries will be there. Johnny Starr will be there. Alex Box will be there. Dancing Dave, the Puppeteer, will be there.
Zuzu?
Jimmy Zero, Zuzu may be there. It'll be a lot of stuff going on. Varga, is that how we pronounce his name?
I think so.
The newest addition to the ranks of All Star. He'll be
Cheeky
there.
Mother Varga.
Are we missing anyone else that'll be there?
I don't think so.
Referee Jeremy will be there if you want to heckle him.
I do want to.
Imagine someone buys a ticket just to heckle poor referee Jeremy.
That'd be fun.
And then what? Like 2 weeks later, we're in Walgett. Another one of those indigenous communities that I'm looking forward to going to because I looked it up.
As long as we have phone reception.
I looked it up. They have phone reception. So Walgett, we're looking forward to coming and visiting you.
Dancing Dave, are you coming to Walgett?
He is not.
Ah, what a cat.
Walgett is actually very, very strong. You got Aries and Keegan returning after their tour of Japan. And Alex Box, you will be there.
I want every one of these.
Yeah, as the token, like he's a lower end guy. And Puppeteer will be there as well. So 3 big stars and Alex Box. Box comment.
And then April 13th, we're back at Padstow for the 6th anniversary show.
And right now, main event has been announced. It's going to be Keegan and Orlando.
Yeah. And then 7 days after that,
we're in Bega.
We're in Bega.
Yeah, Dancing Dave will be in Bega.
I'll be in Bega.
You'll be in Bega. Keegan Brettle will be in Bega. Aries will be in Bega. I believe Jasmine Brettle will be in Bega. So if you want to, J-Law will also be in Bega. Yes. Yep. Confirmed recently. J-Law will be in Bega. It's going to be a huge show in Bega. So it's going to be Padstow-esque, if I dare say so.
The Millennial Man says, why didn't Birdman get 10 seconds in the Rumble?
In the Rumble recently?
I assume so.
Oh, he's welcome anytime. What else is the millennial man saying?
Keegan Orlando, no holds barred.
You know, that would make a lot of sense.
I know. You should ask the head booker, I guess.
That's me.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it would make a lot of sense because Orlando keeps cheating. It would suck to see Orlando cost Keegan this opportunity that he earned via the Rumble by cheating him out of it again. Right?
Yeah. Sorry, I was.
It's all good. You're swallowing.
Yeah.
We got some more comments coming.
What you want, DD?
We want Dancing Dave, I guess that is. Yeah.
Mm,
Don't we all?
yeah. What a fella.
The Rusty Slug. Looking forward to bigger.
Is that senior referee Nigel?
Well, he is booked there. If you're a Nigel fan, he will be in Bega.
No, I'm a Nigel fan.
I am as well.
We have booked accommodation already. We will be in Bega. Wow.
Wow, that's really good to see.
That's dedication.
That is dedication. We love
really
that.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we want Dancing Dave again. Come on, Chief. The people want you.
Give us Padstow style.
Yeah, give us a little dance move.
We got 53 minutes to kill Dancing Dave. You could give it. Oh,
The content cat's here.
content cat. Get out of here, Dancing Dave. The content cat's here.
Yeah, he doesn't like dances.
Oh, we'll get to the footy talk. Don't worry.
Yeah, we've got some footy talk.
We've got some footy talk. We'll need it. All right, get out of here, Dancing Dave. The content cat has arrived. Content cat, ask us your questions. Anything your little heart desires. I was going to say hat.
Little hat.
Dancing Dave says something derogative about the content cat. Wow,
Dancing Dave, please. It's a PG show.
it is. Children watch this show, and
Shout out to Poppy.
Box is too lazy to bleep the pod.
Oh, dogs.
Oh yeah,
So disappointing.
why? The status to me. He's a supporter of ours.
No, he is, but he's also a supporter of the Bulldogs.
It's all right.
Oh,
Nothing wrong with the dogs. Also, I don't want to assume that Status Tomb is a male. He could be, or she could be a female. Although I feel like we don't have that many female listeners apart from Vicky and Jasmine Brattle. Yeah,
Content Cat says, when is Fly Guy coming with B-Boy?
don't think that's happening, Chief.
So
B-Boy's already got a tag partner, Caesar.
the team of Beezer.
Yeah, some people have called it Beezer.
I don't like that at all.
I've talked to Caesar about that. He doesn't love it.
I'm with Caesar on that one.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, no one cares about Elimination. Actually, I care about Elimination Chamber, but Mitch probably doesn't care about Elimination Chamber.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Mitch, please.
Sorry. Sorry.
I can't, no, don't have to. We're not on the show, Chief. Dancing Dave seems to think he'll be on the Elimination Chamber card. Ladies and gentlemen, replacing Logan Paul in the Elimination Chamber match, Dancing Dave Waters.
I'd allow it.
You should be dancing. Oh, that's not his music anymore. Shut up and dance with me.
The content cat is going off.
Yeah, here we go. Up the cats. You're a cat. Oh, you are a cat. And Pops, I assume.
For female viewers. Yes.
Pyroby.
No, I don't love that.
Yeah, it's not great. Thoughts on Bischoff being announced for StarCast? Yeah, I saw that on the way here. Did you see that, Mitch?
I saw it briefly. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm back.
I saw someone getting like irrationally angry about it.
Really?
Like, oh, fucking Eric Bischoff, what's he doing there? It's like, calm down, Chief. It's just, what's wrong with Eric Bischoff?
You remind me of Eric Bischoff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're Eric Mitchell.
Yeah. No, I get as much heat as Bischoff. So,
Yeah, you do.
yeah. No, I think it's a good addition. There's a lot of people that would like to meet Eric, and he's obviously a very intelligent wrestling mind, regardless of what people on the internet say.
Yeah.
The only man to ever beat Vince McMahon at his own game. Tony Khan never beat Vince. But yeah, I think it's a good addition. They got quite a few good names on there.
Bret Hart's coming down. I know
Yeah.
Mickey James is coming down to run an all-women's show.
Like compared to what they did last time with it, where it was Impact.
Yeah.
like I think this one has a lot more appeal for the casual wrestling fan. Like for me, if there was a local event here in the Padstow area, and it was Bischoff, and it was Great Khali, Bret Hart, I feel like that would be really well attended.
Yeah.
So best wishes for Starcast. I hope it goes well.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have more of these types of events happening here, I guess.
Yeah.
Big budget events.
I think it's an opportunity to really showcase the really good Aussie talent we have here.
Well, there's not much of it on there, is there?
Oh, well, they announced Masters.
I saw Erica. Well, he's not Aussie. I saw
No, I know.
Erica Reed on like a on a poster, and I thought that was cool. But it was
Yeah.
like only her.
Yeah, I think the like the Oceania Pro Wrestling champions will be on there. So what's that? Adam Brooks, the Pereira, and Erica Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I look. I hope it's a good showcase for the Australians. But if it's just an event for the Americans, it's really cool as well. It's cool to see Chris Masters coming back after his Eastern States title run from 2 years ago. I think it'll go really well.
What else have we got?
There's the EPW situation. You want to talk about that? Have you heard about this, box?
No, fill me in.
There's a EPW Australia show. It's like a show. Yeah,
Right.
I guess next week. Is that when Elimination Chamber is?
This weekend.
Or maybe it's this week then.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it's Friday night. No, the EPW show. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just said you knew nothing about it, box.
No, I knew about the show. I thought you said there was like a situation.
There's been controversy.
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't know
we
about that.
promised controversy in this podcast, and we're gonna deliver.
Probably not the controversy everyone was expecting, but
What do you think they're expecting?
oh, I don't know, Chief.
Look at the comments.
It says don't hold back.
Anyway, so this EPW show, people are upset because they booked like, I don't want to misquote the numbers here, but it was like 40 guys, and I might be wrong, and 3 girls.
Oh yes, I heard about this. Yeah, there was like a I guess you could call it a misrepresentation of women's wrestling, or a lack of representation.
Lack of representation would be the way to go. Yeah, so it's a tough one. Like, you would think on an Australian wrestling super show, you would want to feature the talented women's wrestlers.
Yeah, like I guess the likes of Erica Reed and Delta.
Well, she's on there. Delta's on there. There's another women's wrestler that's on there.
Ross?
Yeah, I think that's her. But that's kind of it.
Yeah, I know. I think that is a tough one.
Personally, I say why not Eugenie, Jasmine Brattle, Lil Mars, and Billy. We love Erica Reed here too.
Yeah,
She's amazing. But why not those 4 ladies or the host of other women box?
no, I'm with you, Chief.
There's too many to name. There's a lot of talented women's wrestlers.
But then you've got like what? So however many guys it is,
I think it's 40 something.
well, how are you going to fit them all in? What is there, a rumble match?
There's like an 8-man tag. There's a rumble. So like there's a lot of
That's a
spots.
very big card. I feel like it doesn't need that.
If it's a showcase for everyone, maybe.
But like, how is everyone really going to be able to be showcased in a rumble match?
It's a good point. Yeah. Well, depends on the rumble, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. Like, I did see the Team Victoria versus Team WA
Yeah,
match.
that's
or whatever.
like an 8 or 10-man
It's an
tag.
8-man tag. It's like Adam Brooks, Lex, Ugg, and Waterman against, I can't remember who the Perth wrestlers are, but
It's just an interesting controversy within Australian wrestling. Like I'd be interested in the reasoning behind it because EPW haven't spoken about it, and there might be a completely valid reason.
yeah.
But if it's just we wanted to feature 40 guys and 3 girls, then
It's a bit shit.
it's a bit shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I never want to assume things because story could be completely different.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you look silly if you spout off about things that you don't know about. Like, it happens all the time where someone will be like, this is factual and they're not really around and they don't know, and then they say it publicly and they make themselves look silly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Box?
I know exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've still got StarCast comment up here. Aussie Wrestling says, "What's up, lads?"
What's up?
Status Tomb. What do you think AEW's response will be from Elimination Chamber? Will they look at Australia more seriously? Personally, I don't care. But,
I think AEW could do some good business here. Like, is Sting still around, or has he had that retirement match?
no,
yet?
that's next month, I believe. He's currently the tag team champion.
Oh, okay. I feel like if you had Sting down here, if you had who else have they got? Jericho,
Yeah.
Moxley. Who else have they got?
Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson.
Even the likes of like Omega and the Bucks is
Yeah, they would have a fan base here. Like you could do a 10,000 seat arena here.
you know, Samoa Joe. That's a name that hasn't been here in a while, I think.
I don't think they could do a stadium, but then again, they did a stadium in England, so
Yeah, they did Wembley.
yeah. So maybe I'm wrong, but I do think AEW could do some really good business here if they wanted to. And
Do you think that I guess the question here is asking, do you think it'll be because of Elimination Chamber?
no, I think Tony Khan, if he's smart, which I think he is to an extent, he would have his eyes on any major market. So there'd be Australia, most parts of Europe,
Well, it's cool because like
Canada.
I don't know if WWE were doing it on purpose, but pretty much as soon as they did Wembley, WWE announced all these international shows. Like they're going to France for Backlash.
They're paid for by the government, I think.
They're doing a show in Berlin.
That's cool.
Like these are like big they're pay-per-views as well.
Yeah.
As well as the Saudi shows that they're doing hopefully more regularly over here. Like the last time they were over here was 2018 or 2019, something like that.
Yeah. That was a big show as well, though.
Oh yeah, so they did the stadium show here at the MCG, and then I think they did a live event the year after.
Yeah.
Dave, you'd know. But yeah, that was it. They haven't been here since. So it's cool for people to be able to come over here and see that, I guess.
I watched that Super Showdown online at the time, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I loved it. It was a great show, and it was like
Dancing Dave says he was there.
Yeah, the main event was Triple H versus The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Like imagine Triple H versus The Undertaker at the MCG.
Or at the iconic Padstow
Or at the
RSL
iconic
Club.
Padstow RSL. Well, we've seen Ultimate Dragon go there. Seen Brian.
Chris
I'm gonna send this episode.
Surely we get Brian on the pod.
Oh, look, I don't know. Mr. Hardy Productions has said, What's thoughts on 5-star on what English, please? What are your thoughts on what 5-star said about you yesterday?
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it. Have you, Box?
no, I haven't.
Yeah, we don't really follow that anymore. Mr. Hardy Productions.
Yeah, look, I don't know what was I doing last night. I was
People,
looking at footy tips.
you know what I was doing last night?
What are you doing?
I was writing up invoices for our very successful tour that went for 4 days, and I'm looking to get paid for that tour. That's what I was doing last night.
Fair enough. I was looking for footy tips, so you can get paid.
Speaking of which, you won me $700, Box.
I did. Mitch said, "Oi, Box, give us a tip for the All Stars game."
Yeah, was it the All Stars game or the
No, it was the All-Stars game.
Bulldogs game?
Nah.
You won me something on the Bulldogs game.
Did I?
Yeah. Because I won myself something on the Bulldogs game. I went, people are going to hate this. It's footy talk. I went like 4.5. Well, no, it's punt talk.
Yeah, it's punt talk.
I went like Bulldogs by 4.5 and Bronson Cherry to score.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Yeah.
And I won like, I think $200.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Box, give us a pick for the Indigenous versus Maori game.
Yep. And I think I said Indigenous All Stars to win.
Yep.
Josh Adokar to score any time.
Yep. And he did.
And points under.
And I remember
20 minutes into the game, you were shitting on me.
Yeah, because they'd scored 24 points. And I'm like,
Lick my nuts, Nathan Dave.
I'm like, the score's going to blow out, Box. You're like, it's 20 minutes in, Chief. And then thankfully the game kind of slowed down.
Yeah, it was a hot start, and I was like, "Don't worry, I go, it'll slow down." The errors were starting to creep up. Fatigue was setting in. No one's gonna be scoring. I think only one or two tries happened.
Yeah,
After the
because
big-
the under was like 43.5, something like that.
Yep.
So I put like
It was 120 on.
120 on it, and I got like 760 back. So box won me like what, $640.
If you want any footy tips, send us a message. And for a small fee,
Don't send me a message.
send me a message. For a small fee, I will provide you with footy tips.
How much is the fee? 10%?
20?
20%.
Oh, I'm a hard bargain, chief.
Well, I gave box nothing on my winnings, by the way.
Yeah, you were supposed to give me a tub of ice cream. Didn't even get
Chief.
that.
If you asked when you were going to Woolies for Brian Kendrick, I would have got you a tub.
It's caught up in the moment.
But yeah, I was happy with that. And
Um,
we're looking to double it this week, box.
yeah.
We're now a gambling podcast. Gamble responsibly. And odds are you'll lose, like I have many times.
Yeah, look, I gave Mitch a couple of dud bets as well.
Yeah, like
But-
Dom Young to score 2 when he only scored 1.
And the Newcastle bet didn't hit because Marju didn't.
Yeah,
even
but I didn't
play.
lose anything on that. I just got my money back,
Yeah.
which is a bit boring.
You won on something else though, didn't you? I gave you a.
Nah, you gave
the
me.
Brisbane game. The Brisbane.
Did I win on that?
Yeah, Walsh to score Brisbane 13 plus.
I didn't win much on that. I won. I wanted to go with your bet, which was Dolphins to win 13 plus and
Oh, we was cheering
Asako
right
to
at the
score
start.
twice, Farnworth to score once.
We were cheering at the start because Farnworth scored like 7 minutes in.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, fuck, we'll shit this in. And then the Dolphins were just no good.
Yeah, they still came away with the win, I
Mhm.
believe. I don't know. I stopped watching. Take a shit.
TMI box.
Sorry, Chief.
It's the kids show.
Okay, just quickly.
We got some questions, box.
Yeah.
I saw
that's-
something before about Andy Harpers as well. We should
may have-
comment on that.
May have missed it.
Scroll up. I think it was from Status Tomb.
Ah,
I made a mental note of it.
my apologies. Do you guys have any memories or thoughts on Andy Harper?
He's a bit before your time. box.
He's well before my time. I
So
think.
Andy Harper's I've never met the man. I heard he was a great trainer though. He passed away recently.
Yeah, I did see
Yeah.
that.
So he wrestled like Andre the Giant. I think he was a WCW Australia guy from back in the day. I heard he was a great trainer and like a really good guy. So I don't have any memories on him, but thoughts, obviously an Australian wrestling legend that gave back to Aussie wrestling.
Yeah.
So he's all good in my books because of that.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Animal Harpers.
There's another question. Status Tomb says up the dogs once
I
again.
think the dogs will go good this year.
It'll be good. We'll see how they go in the game against Cronulla.
Oh, but the trial don't really mean that much.
No, but they're playing their first grade squad.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think it'll be a better year for the dogs.
Aussie Wrestling says, Alex, what was your favorite match of the tour?
It's a good question.
As in my favorite match overall or my favorite match of the
Overall,
night?
give us overall. You wouldn't have seen a lot of it.
No. Oh, it's tough. I'm gonna go with Tony Cruz and Jahari.
All right.
Yeah.
You didn't even watch that match.
No, I've seen some of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
And my
Aussie
favorite
wrestling.
match of mine, just for reference, surprisingly not the one I won, but the match against B-Boy and Bendigo was a personal favorite.
There you go. His interstate debut was his favorite.
Beat Storm in the trial, yeah, but Storm had absolutely no one. They had Pappenhausen. That was it. Where do you think Burton is best? Half, 5'8", center, fullback. Well, I don't think he's ever played halfback or fullback. At least I haven't seen him play halfback.
He would have been. I think he was playing halfback.
Or maybe in New South Wales Cup he would have been.
No, I think he was over on the right side in that game last week.
No,
he was
no, they were both playing over the left side because they're both left-footers.
Okay. Well, I think a player like that, when you've got so much financial investment in them, you want to put the ball in their hands as much as possible. And 5'8" seems the way to do that.
Yeah, I think Burton did kill it at center. But Yeah, I think he's a 5'8".
Now remember, we're not footy people, we're wrestling people, so this is purely opinion. But 5'8" for Burton.
Hmm. Roosters suck. They're going to get the wooden spoon.
Oh, no chance, Mr. Hardy Productions. If I
Um,
find out who you are,
Chief,
I'm a passionate Roosters supporter, Box.
you love cocks.
Well, you said it, Chief.
Yeah, look, I saw Parramatta get absolutely flogged as well. I had money on that.
You bet Parrot, didn't you?
Yeah, they'll be the
Uh,
death of me, those Parramatta Eels.
That's a team that could get the spoon.
Volandis has said that Bears are seriously in the mix for next expansion team. Thoughts?
I guess it would depend on, from a business perspective, like where would the Bears be located?
Would they still be the North Sydney Bears?
Would it be North Sydney, Central Coast?
Or would they maybe there might be like a joint.
I think if you did like North Sydney and Central Coast, it might be a financial success. But I don't know. North Sydney doesn't seem like it'd be a place with passionate football supporters, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like the North Sydney Bears were before my time. And I think the Central Coast, like they've got to deal with the Roosters. But they always seem to draw a pretty decent crowd for the footy.
Yep.
So why not the I guess you
Bears
call
are
them the
the-
Northern Bears, right?
The North Sydney.
North
Bears.
Sydney and Central Coast, the
Oh, yeah,
Northern Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe just go like the Dolphins and call them the Bears.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
And then play, X amount of games at North Sydney Oval and then X amount of games at Gosford. That'd be interesting.
Mm.
But it's two smaller markets as well, so I don't know.
I don't know. Do we need more teams? Do you think?
Yeah, it's between Papua New Guinea and the Bears apparently. And Papua New Guinea,
I
like,
know rugby league's like more so an eastern.
give it to Perth, Chief.
Yeah, like it'd be cool to see some like a team from the Northern Territory even.
Nah, because not a lot of players want to go to the Northern Territory. It's too hot. And...
Oh, Parramatta have a home game there every year.
Yeah, but I'm saying not a lot of players would want to move there.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
It's like Papua New Guinea. Like if you approach like a Cameron Munster, yeah, his market value might be 1.1 million to a Roosters or a Melbourne, but over there maybe he wants 1.6, 1.7, 1.8 million.
Yeah.
So if you were to do that, you'd need an increase in the Papua New Guinea cap for them to even be able to attract anyone decent and be competitive.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like wrestling,
Yeah.
Comment box?
I don't know.
You don't get the reference?
No, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't.
He said not in Sydney, 1 or 2 games at North Sydney Oval, but that's it.
So it must be Central Coast then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Central Coast would be interesting, I
I
think.
think they should try.
Give it a whirl.
They should try Burton at lock. He's a big body.
Yeah.
It's like Adam. I think who said it? I think it was like Blocker Roach or something said Adam Dewey should play lock.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Thoughts on Luai at the Tigers? Have we talked about that?
I don't know. Dance and Dave coming over to charge his
Oh,
phone.
Chief, what are you doing? You just, you almost exploded the podcast.
If we go off air, blame Dance and Dave. He's got socials. They're at Dance and Dave.
At Dancing Dave Waters.
Oh, apologies. And it's dancing, not dancing.
Rap. From the All Star School, who do you think could get a WWE tryout? All Star School or just All Star in general, Mr. Hardy Productions? Let's go. Let's go a couple from each, I guess.
What, from the school and the main roster?
Yeah, I guess from the school, absolutely no one.
Nobody would be ready yet. I think.
Yeah, I just got a massive jolt in my neck. That was painful. From
Box
the main
box
roster?
dies. It's Dance and Dave's fault.
Yeah.
Main roster that's ready for it that they'd be interested in. I think there's a lot. Like
Keegan, Aries, Dullahan,
yeah, like those would be the instant ones. Wes, he's still young enough.
Orlando Jordan.
I don't think they're hiring Orlando back, Chief. He's on the
That was
tail
funny. I like that.
on the tail end of his career.
That made me laugh.
like Aries is about to go to Japan, and that's a big step for him. And
Tony Cruz.
yeah, Tony Cruz. Yeah. Oh, let's throw Johnny Starr in there. Why not?
Mike Valuable.
Mike Valuable.
Kevin Rosen-Odom.
I do think the All Star roster is very strong, and I don't think many guys would look out of place at a tryout. To be honest,
Yeah.
like, B-boy, yeah, he's a possibility as well. Although, would they get in trouble? Like, would there'd be some B community or something that owns the trademark to a B, and they'd have to change them for sure.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be as
Wouldn't
compelling.
be
It wouldn't be authentic.
Does Bennett coach again after 2024? If so, where? Well, as a proud Parramatta supporter, I read today that it's possible he'll go into a coaching director's role. So kind of like Gus Gould at the Bulldogs. Oh no, he's more of a general manager. But yeah, Wayne Bennett's looking at coming to Parramatta, I believe. It's in talks. Brad Arthur would remain head coach. However, he may be there.
Yeah.
Not even listening, Chief.
Sorry, Chief.
Talking about Wayne Bennett and Parramatta, and he's sitting there on his phone typing to someone. What a dick.
Nah, the Slug sent me a message. Shout out to the Slug. I don't know who Brody is, Slug.
Dancing Dave, you break it, you bought it.
No, look, Wayne Bennett, coach again. I think he will. He's passionate about it. He loves it. Maybe he will.
He's coaching. He's going to coach the New Zealand international team.
There you go. That'd be good for him. It's more of a hands-off role.
But also, yeah, there's like a coaching director's role at Parramatta that he's looking at.
Keep your eyes on Dancing Dave, Alex Box. He's on the move.
He's going. I think he's looking for the puppeteer.
He's walking up the street. And where's he going? What's he doing, Box?
I can't see.
He's out there with nature. Dancing Dave is across from us. He's in a grass patch. What's he doing?
He's just standing there.
He must really hate the footy talk.
He's got his back turned to us.
Who knew that the Super Show would be like this, Box? Two special guests.
We've had Dancing Dave.
Puppeteer, and neither of them were invited, by the way.
No,
It was meant to be you and I for 2 hours.
It was.
Oh, here he comes with his pink hat.
And his All-Star Wrestling shirt.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into a topic so he doesn't think we're talking about him.
What else is there to talk about?
What's going on in Aussie wrestling, Box?
Question. Coach to get sacked this year or under the most pressure? If it's not Brad Arthur, I don't know who it would be.
Nah,
Serraldo, a couple people have said, but he's only been there a year.
Who's the Knights coach?
Adam O'Brien. They've just re-signed him.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess because he made the finals. Yeah.
I
reckon Benji.
Nah, this is his first year.
Yeah, but the Tigers will be expecting instant improvement, not success. But if he runs last again,
they'll keep him till at least the end of next year so they can see how the Y goes.
Maybe. I don't know. For me, I think that's a bad move. I think I'd want an experienced coach headlining this resurgence. What about the Warriors coach?
Nah, no way.
No. Who else? Desi Hasler, he's safe.
Surely Sticky Ricky.
Nah, he's royalty down there.
Yeah.
Surely
so was Jeff Tuvey for Manly.
Surely Robbo, if he fucks up our season again, chopping block. Give it to Holbrook.
Really?
Yeah.
You go Holbrook?
Yeah. If Bennett's available, take him.
Surely JD at the Rabbitohs, Jason Demetriou.
Yeah, if they had another shit season, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be at the top of he'd be Brad Arthur's the top of my list.
Yeah.
Unless we get Bennett in.
Who's the Manly coach?
Surely
another shit year from them, and they'd be considered.
Yeah.
Cowboys as well. No.
No, they love Toddy Payton up there.
Yeah, but
They've
he-
just signed Jimmy Maloney as an assistant.
but didn't Payton go like one good year, then two shit ones?
No, it was last year they had a shit one, but the year before they had a decent one.
He's
They made
he's,
prelims against us.
he's been there 2 years though, or 3.
Nah, longer.
So to my
He
knowledge,
was there after Paul Green.
to my knowledge, he had 2 unsuccessful seasons and 1 successful one. So if he had another bad year this year, that'd be 3 unsuccessful seasons and 1 successful
Oh,
one.
Brad Arthur's been with us for 11 years, and he's had more shit ones than good ones.
It's true. It's a good point.
I don't know what we've seen.
We don't know status to him.
Yeah. He said Dimitri, right? As I said Dimitri.
Yeah.
I'd go Jason Dimitri for sure. Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo.
So, Box, we've got 25 minutes left.
Yeah, look, I don't know what we're doing, Chief.
What do you mean?
I'm stumped.
We've got so much to talk about.
What is there to talk about?
Oh, Box. You've dropped your lollies.
Ah,
You wrote me a big list. What's on your list?
we've gone through it all.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I just work for this fella. I don't plan anything. He goes, this is what I'm going to talk about. And I go, all right, Chief, I'll wing it with you.
Look, I think I was expecting a bit more of an in-depth conversation about tour.
And he dies out in like 90 minutes.
Oh, 96. Be generous.
It's a better effort than Jimmy Zero, but not by much. What? What are you laughing about? It is. He didn't last very long in the Rumble. Well, he didn't last 90 minutes at least. Ladies and gentlemen, I've popped my co-host.
Shit.
He only lasted about 20 in the Rumble. If the water came out of your nose, that would be all time. Like, imagine that. All over your dumb laptop with your Eels sticker.
Oh, ill stickers, Chief.
Oh, all right.
The people are dropping off. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This was a very long-awaited episode.
You ran out of content, Chief.
Yeah, you said plug it for 2 hours, and I was like, oh, God, what are we going to talk about for 2? Status Tomb is absolutely carrying us.
He is, yeah.
I
Does Status Tomb come to our All-Star shows, or does he just like to talk footy with us?
don't know. But
Status
he's got a wrestling
Tomb-
question here.
Oh, okay. Status Tomb, let us know.
Thoughts on the top 4 Queensland feds working together, sharing talent? Did we touch on this in our last episode?
I think we did, but we might as well cover it
It's
again.
been a while, yeah. I can't remember who they are.
Pro Wrestling League.
Yeah.
Wide Bay.
Yeah.
The one in Townsville.
Mm.
And another one in Brisbane, I think, that isn't Venom.
Okay.
Because someone told me,
Venom a part of it?
I think someone told me that Venom is no good. Dance and Dave, please.
Trying to do a podcast here, Chief.
Yeah, Chief. Then our loyal listeners have listened, have asked us a question.
Just because I don't really know Queensland, what would you compare that to New South Wales? What?
It'd be the 4 biggest promotions getting together, I guess.
Right.
So
Like us, PWA,
Newey,
rock and roll.
yeah.
Would you work with anyone?
Well, we're going to answer Status Tomb's question first, Chief.
Be patient, please.
And then we'll answer your question.
Although
Although I've answered your question a million times before, but I will answer it. It's Alex. That's Dance and Dave, by the way, not Mr. Status Tomb.
UPW.
UPW. I didn't know they were involved.
Yeah.
That's the promotion that Aries wrestles for. No, look, I think it's good when promotions are on the same page, and if they can pool resources and make for a better scene, then that's really good. If it's led to politics, decreasing, or promotions being a bit friendlier together, then that's always a good thing. Because in New South Wales, it's kind of every promotion for itself, Like, people look for reasons to hate other promotions. Box comment. Give us your opinion,
I
Chief.
probably have a few comments, but no, yeah, I think promotions. Everything you said, like promotions working together it's good for the talent and it's good for the scene. I don't know.
I don't know if there'd be negatives of it. Like, you'd have to talk to the people that are outside of the alliance, I guess.
It'd be tough because it's who makes the booking decisions. How does that all work?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know too much about it, so my response from the outside looking in, it seems like a cool idea.
Yeah,
Like,
good luck to them. I hope it all works out.
yeah, me too. All right, Dancing Dave, what was your question, Chief?
Would you work with anyone?
No,
Would you work with Five Star again?
no,
Chief, please. Chief, get out of here.
nah, I would not. It was a negative thing before. You can find out why on episode. What episode was it, Box?
Might have been one.
Nah, oh maybe. We've touched on it in the past. If you want to know
One of the
the
other
answer to
ones.
Dancing Dave's question,
To be
but no,
honest,
I
a few of
wouldn't.
them.
I wouldn't work with any New South Wales based promotion right now. I don't know. It would depend on the deal, I guess.
Is that all, Dancing Dave? Coming here.
Dancing Dave just comes here and
Interrupt. Trying to stir some shit.
interrupts the podcast.
He wants
He's-
the get out of here.
He's looking for beef. I can't comment, Dancing Dave. I'm avoiding all the beef. I don't follow it.
It's not healthy.
He's shaking his head.
Not healthy.
He's upset.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Dancing Dave, and take your pink hat with you.
Interrupt this podcast uninvited.
He's killed 5 minutes though.
See you later, you dancing piece of shit.
Wow.
Kobe Brown has asked a question. Can I get a box fantasy booking a night to remember for?
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Night to remember 2024. Chuck it, Box.
All right, I'll leave that on there. Book Bishop Summers.
Forgot about him. Bishop Summers was a big conversation on tour. Now, he was a wrestler. He hasn't wrestled in like 15 years, but there was a certain someone on tour that was very excited about Bishop. And Bishop Summers, where are you?
If you're a follower of the podcast,
If you're a follower of the pod,
and
reach
wanna-
out.
Yeah, if you want to wrestle. Okay, look, a night to remember.
And you better book a good box or I'll be upset. Which international would you pick?
I would like to see Brian Kendrick come back.
All right, so Brian Kendrick is your international.
And in that case, I'd have the semi-main event be Brian Kendrick and Aries.
Okay.
I think that'd be a really good match. Or alternatively, even have them team. Maybe the Belief versus Brian Kendrick and Aries.
That would be a banger. Yeah.
Maybe for the tag team titles. I think Keegan, assuming that he wins the heavyweight title, which I am very much hoping for, I'd have him defend against. I think Jack Dullahan would be a cool matchup.
Keegan and Jack, yeah. That would be big.
But if Orlando retains, maybe a rematch between Keegan and Orlando. Maybe Jack, you know what? No matter who it is, Keegan or Orlando, I'm giving the match to Jack Dullahan.
Okay.
Maybe that's because he put the fear of God into me in that Rumble match,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm giving it to Jack Dullahan.
Okay.
I think Wes Williams and Hellier have unfinished business, so I'd put them in there somewhere.
Mhm.
I'd like to see a fatal four-way
Fatal 4-way. Wow.
for the women's title.
Okay.
The four women that we saw in the tag team match. I'd like to see Jasmine Brettle, Billy Mack, Lil Mars, and Eugenie.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
That'd be quite the challenge for Eugenie if she still holds the belt by then.
Yep. Tony Cruz and the Puppeteer run it back for that Eastern States title if they don't get their match in April.
Pup seemed pretty serious about it.
Yeah. B and Caesar. That's another one. Who would you put them against? You know what? For the tag team titles, it'll be B-Boy and Caesar against the Dancing Boxers. Dancing Dave Waters and Alex. And the opener will be Morgan Rose versus Bishop Summers.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
What a match.
You're missing quite a few wrestlers.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to think. It's fantasy booking, chief.
All right, guys. Don't fight now. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are just some matches that I'd throw out there. I didn't really book it. You know what? Should I book a set card? Right
Please don't book another card. You're killing me here.
Leave the booking to Keegan.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be some of the matches I'd throw on there. Any more questions, Kobe Brown? That was quite entertaining.
You're desperate for Kobe Brown to ask a question.
Yeah, I really am. Got any tips for me, Chief? Come on, cheeky NBA multi.
Wait, Kobe Brown, if you're a punting man, give us a punt for tonight. I'll go all in on it. $900. No more fantasy booking for box.
Come on,
It's
Chief.
boring.
Real boring.
Get off your fucking punt thing.
Oh, Bunny's heavy favorites.
All right, box. We're not going down this road, Chief.
Sharky's favorite.
Let's talk about the Vince McMahon situation.
Oh yeah, he shit on someone's chest.
What?
I tried to say that with a straight face, and I couldn't. He shit on someone's chest. Anyway, what are you pointing at, Dancing Dave? Did you shit on someone's chest? Is that what happened? No. So there was some.
The text messages he sent were really quite vile. I'll say that.
Do you really believe a 70-year-old Vince McMahon? Did you use fart, or is that the creak of the chair?
Creak of the chair.
Do you really believe a 70-year-old Vince McMahon, or however old he is, Vince McMahon is going to type like that?
Yeah.
Shut up, referee Jeremy.
What? Referee Jeremy's not here, Chief.
Oh, I thought I can. Yeah.
No, look, do I think he's capable of something like that? Yeah, I guess anyone is. We've seen so many circumstances in the past where old men have been exposed as creeps. So it's not surprising.
Yeah.
Old women as
I
well.
know, and then like there was like Johnny Ace was roped into it.
Yeah.
Roped into it. I guess he was involved.
See, I guess the particulars of it, that's the stuff where you kind of got to be more cautious with. You don't want to accuse anyone without evidence.
because then they can sue you right back.
Well, not so much sue, it's just not morally correct.
Well, it'd be defamation, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like you don't want to do that kind of thing because it's morally wrong.
Well, yeah, that too.
Vince McMahon's situation, I remember reading it and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's just the fact that it's not the first time that Vince has been accused of something like that.
Has he been accused seriously before like this?
I think so.
By Ashley Mazzara, yeah. That story's so sad as well.
Yeah.
Like they
And
didn't
there's
take
something
her
came
seriously.
out about her today where her ex-best friend has been like kind of trying to be like a spokesperson for the family. However, her daughter put out a tweet today saying that
Mazzara's daughter.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
all bullshit and
How old's her
she's
daughter?
around my age, I think. Maybe
She
a bit
couldn't
younger,
have been. Fuck, that's
or a bit
sad.
older. She's
Because
yeah,
Ashley's been gone for a while, yeah.
4 years.
Oh, that's rough.
Dancing Dave, Google it for me. How old's her daughter? Yeah.
No, it's definitely, I don't know, industry shattering, I guess, earth shattering.
Morgan Rose says Bishop Summers to return in 2024, $1.01.
It's not Morgan Rose. He wants Morgan Rose to wrestle Bishop Summers.
Oh yeah, sorry, I read the Morgan
Yeah.
Rose comment above it. Do you know, but how old is her
Yeah,
daughter?
So she's gone for 4 years or 5 years. I liked Ashley a lot.
Yeah.
She was a
There
cool
a video
character.
that came out about a segment that they did backstage.
I saw that. It was so
Yeah.
creepy.
I think Chris Masters posted it or something.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That was really, really creepy.
She was like in tears, and Vince. It was I guess a good segment for TV because it made you uncomfortable and hate Vince.
She was 18 when she passed away.
So she'd be
I'm
like
assuming.
22, 23 now.
Yeah. Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, it's certainly crazy.
Well, we've got 11 minutes left, Mitch. What do you want to do, Chief?
What have we got, Box? We've played Who's Coming Through the Door many times in the past. Dancing Dave is already here. And it's hard now because everybody knows our guys now.
Yeah.
Like there's another unnamed wrestler here, but we can't name him.
It's Jim the Anvil Knight.
That's funny.
Thank you.
You're good for at least one per show.
Yeah.
No, the people who missed the podcast box. I was at Padstow. Someone come up to me and they go, "Oh, you're Mitch. Can I get a photo with you? I love the pod." And then a lot of people were like,
Look at what I'm doing for you. Chief.
Yeah.
I'm famous.
I'm like, yeah, nothing to do with owning All Star or anything. It's just all
Or
you
booking
books.
it.
Yeah.
All right, Dance Never Know. Kobe Brown says Raptor sings Centuries at a night to remember as Without Warning and Bishop Summers from the All Star World Order.
Oh, this Kobe Brown doesn't have great ideas. Who is he?
I don't know, Chief.
He's Morgan Rose, according to you.
Oh no, I just made a typo. that
What was I talking about, Fox?
certainly not Bishop Summers.
No.
Oh, someone said that they're
No.
a fan of the pod.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of people like, is the pod done? Is it coming back? We were too busy, Chief.
We were.
Like, what are we gonna do in on a Wednesday night in Hay at 6 o'clock when we're about to do a show?
Oh,
Pull out the laptop. No,
you
can
look
do.
like Krusty the Krab.
Hey, by the way, you've only plugged the sponsor one time, Box. I told the sponsor that I'd keep you honest. Give him a plug, Chief.
We are the Mitch and Ali Show, sponsored by Porter Glass and Property Maintenance. There's another sponsor too, and I can't remember what it is now. We'll figure it out next week. Status Tomb says Dogs top 8.
It's a possibility.
Referee Jeremy, you like this guy? He likes this guy. Referee Jeremy is a Bulldog supporter.
Referee Jeremy has come through the door for those curious, those playing along at home. Who will be last? Oh,
Why? Because I'm shitting on the Bulldogs?
no, you've made accusations, Box.
What have I made accusations about? What?
We'll talk about it after, Box.
Oh, I'm going to be confronted.
You're in trouble, Box. He's gonna.
Oh, you know what?
He's gonna get that bug gun out. Yeah. Oh, that's on you, Chief. I just work for you. My hands are up, referee Jeremy. And it would have been great as well because we haven't got a show for 3 weeks. Like you could have left it up for 3 weeks before having to change it. Yeah. Now you'll forget next week. I assume we're potting next week, right?
Oh, you'd hope so, Chief.
Yeah.
The people are waiting.
Are they?
Oh, look, we're down to 5 now. I think we've
Hey, no, look.
we've tuckered them out.
5.
We're at like 12 for most of it. That's impressive. I guess.
Impressive for you, maybe.
Come on, Chief. It's no 300 at the Pat Stow RSL, but yeah, I could hear. Yeah.
He's upset with you.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna bash you, kick you in the face.
He's connected.
I think so. Have you heard those rumors, referee Jeremy connected?
I have. He's like the Godfather.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. He's like he's like a step below.
Oh, okay.
He's high up, but not the guy.
He's like, yeah,
He's not old enough to be the guy. The Godfather is always like old as.
yeah, like you.
Well, no, I'm very young.
Oh.
Fuck you, Box.
You're looking a bit.
Oh yeah, that's because I've done 7 shows in 35 days, Chief.
So have I, Chief.
Yeah, but you're young.
Get a load of this guy.
Do you know how mentally exhausted I am?
Why is always the last 20 minutes of the podcast just an absolute shit fest?
It's because you don't know how to finish on a high, Chief.
Oh,
What happened?
the 100 online orders in the McDonald's drive-thru.
Ah, that is a good
That's a
story.
great story. You
So,
tell it, Chief. You tell
no, you tell it.
it. Oh, I don't
but-
really remember it.
We went to McDonald's. The restaurant was not open. We asked them if they'd open it up. This is in Mudgee, by the way.
There's like, how many of us in the van, plus Tony Cruz with his car?
Yeah. But Tony Cruz, like, he came afterwards. He didn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah.
But, like, there's cameraman, me. I love a feed. Big Keegsy B was ordering for like 4 people. And yeah, we did our orders, and what did we went through 3 times, twice. Then I
Yeah.
fucked an order up. I ordered like a meal, and I just got a burger.
Yep.
It was cooked as.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a nice quarter pounder.
It's one of those moments where you had to be there, Box.
Yeah, look, it was hilarious because the chick at the window. I think the puppeteer was yelling something out, and it was really
The
funny.
puppeteer was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was yelling something. What was he yelling?
I don't know. Him and Zuzu were yelling something out.
Imagine this scene. Like we went to our hotel in Mudgee, and this young lady, well, youngish, she would
Yeah.
have been like 35. She answers us, and we've got puppeteer with his green hair and half his makeup on from working in Brewarrina. We got Zuzu. Who else have we got intimidating? Keegan's kind of intimidating looking.
Oh, he's got a mullet and tattoos. Fake
Um,
tan as well. Would have looked.
and then there's me, and I look like shit at the best of times.
Yep.
And I'm the ringleader of all these people.
Morgan Rose.
Morgan Rose, he's an interesting looking character.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of people who, like, you kind of look normal, Box. Ringing out to Phil looks normal.
Oh,
But this lady, she was like motioning to the security guard to follow her upstairs, and he refused. And she was making snide comments at us, Box. Tell the people.
I wasn't there for that.
You weren't there for that?
No, I was in the van.
We went upstairs and she showed us to our rooms, and she's like, please remember there are other people staying at this hotel as well. I'm like, yeah, no worries. We don't plan on breaking anything, Chief. And I went into my room, and like beneath is like the sounds of a nightclub, and my floor is vibrating.
Please remember.
Huh?
But please remember, there's other people.
That's
staying.
right.
And
yeah.
like, didn't like,
There was earmuffs in every room as well.
wasn't there like a whole block of like rooms that had to have a shared bathroom as well?
Yeah, I was in one of those rooms with the
Yeah.
shared bathroom. I didn't like that.
Yeah, neither did I.
No.
Because like, imagine it wasn't like, or imagine there was other people like in that block of. We were lucky that we all got those rooms, but
Did you have a room with a toilet?
no, I
Oh.
was part of the shared bathroom.
Shared bathroom crew for life. Our box, it's 6:58. We gave the people there 2 hours, almost. We gave them an hour and 58 minutes.
That'll do,
Let's
Chief.
no, we gotta hit 2 hours, box. Answer
Only
some
at
questions.
157. How will Maguire go coaching the Blues? Hopefully, fantastic.
I'm kind of off the Origin now.
What?
Yeah, like I used to get excited all year round for it, but now it's like I get excited on the day. I'm all about the Roosters now, Chief. We're gonna do the three-peat.
Got a doggy supporter in here. Got a South supporter in here.
Yeah,
Shark supporter in here.
Eels.
Pins up, I say.
And then we've got a trainer who changes all the time.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Dolphins for a little bit.
Dolphins,
Penrith.
Chickies, Brisbane.
he was just going through every team finals time.
Keegan's also a diehard Tiger supporter, the poor fella.
That's all right. It's very sad if you're a Tigers fan.
It is.
Oh, Box, is that your phone vibrating? Who's calling you, Chief?
No one.
That's sad. Nobody's calling. Nobody's looking for you. Nobody's loving you. Anyway,
All right, Chief, let's wrap it up.
we did 2 hours, Box.
We did. It's been a pleasure.
It has.
I'm glad we're back.
He's Mitch. I'm Alex.
Am I? Are ya? That's
This-
fun. Can we swap that all the time? That was fun.
He's Big Tuna. I'm Little Tuna.
Oh, leave my nuts. Yeah, we are the Mitch and Alex Show.
Are we?
Sponsored by some guy.
Are you?
And we will see you next Wednesday. Not for 2 hours.
Oh, let's do 2 hours again next week, Box.
Chief,
We'll call it a super show.
You're killing me.
We ran out of stories, so
Killing me.
in next week, tune in.
Tune in
2
for,
hours.
Pure silence.
No, we'll talk.
Will we?
I can always fill space, but it'll be awkward and fun. So stick around
Alrighty, let's go. for an
or
abrupt
join
ending.
us next week. Abrupt ending? No. You can't do an abrupt ending.